So, welcome back, guys. I know it's been a bit of a break, but we are coming back with the CSGO Upper Bracket Finals, and, well, this is going to be an absolute stellar game. We haven't actually seen much of these teams throughout. We've been generally kind of following the side that's had a lot of the infused games and bits like that, but we are being treated now to TeamCRG up against fish123, and these two teams are phenomenal. They really are some of the best of the bunch. And let's have a little look at the rosters as well. The knife is out of the way, so they will be beginning. I think the teams are sorted. But for TeamCRG, we do have Reason, Spud, Ben, Drone, and Red Snake. Looking over the fish123 side, we do have Weber, Keita, Zed, Release, and Jake M. So really well-known players throughout this whole set of lineups. These are extremely good players, so I can imagine we'll be in for a bit of a treat here. So they're just going to sort themselves out. I think we will be actually going live on Nuke as well, and we've seen some great games so far on this map, and I can't wait to see what can be happening on here. We saw the demise and a little bit of a redemption for the likes of Infuse on here as well.
Yeah, I think this was CRG's pick too. They picked this map and then lost the knife. So, well, we'll see exactly how they shape up with it, where they're going to go, whether they're going to go on that favoured CT side, as we know, or whether they're going to be forced onto T first by the guys from fish123. They are starting up quite aggressive. There we go. There it is. I wasn't sure because they took a while and the knife finished and then they ran into each other and then they shot each other for a bit. Nothing really happened. I thought, well, we were about 40 seconds in. Maybe this is legit. But no. Here we go. This is our first opening round. Look at all those flashbangs on the T side.
Wow, Release and Zed not messing about here, are they?
No. Sticking their Glocks, grabbing plenty of grenades instead. And GG, good luck, have fun, have all been exchanged. And how do our opening rounds shape up for fish123? So far, very slowly. Waiting in, watching this top bomb site. Ben takes a little bit of damage, but nothing too serious. Still standing. Just a little bit of attack. Just watching this B ramp. Takes a couple more shots, doesn't manage to return much fire. Bomb being thrown in that direction. Just waiting for that perfect pick. There's a big hit, goes down onto Zaita. It's not enough to finish him off yet though. Ben doing a good job of holding this B ramp. Not letting anyone peek in, but still, both teams just sitting there waiting for that opportunity, waiting for that first kill, that first frag to open up one of these bomb sites. So they don't have to go diving too deep in and risk losing too many people to something silly. They all know how pivotal this opening round can be, especially on a map like this. There's the first frag. Weber picks it up, takes down Drone, giving a slight advantage to the C side. If Weber wallbang through there, he would pick up a kill, but he has no idea there's a player on the other side. Flashes in through the roofs. Jake going down underground. Does get a couple of shots out, catching one of the CRG players. Splashed up for his troubles. Comes back around again. More shots go out. Jake picks up another good frag. Down into the vents now towards B site. We do have Reason. Gonna get flagged up from both sides. Jake's doing a lot of damage to him. We can't quite finish him off. There's now two CT players in there. They're both cut off. Reason's got a lot of health missing. Coming down the ramp, Spuds. He's going to try and save his teammates. Comes down one, picks up one side. Opens up the B-bomb site. Another player leaps in on him. He's got players surrounding him on all sides. He's the last player left up. 4 members of fish123 jump onto him. That name completely rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it's not the greatest of names in the world, but nevertheless, they are doing very well. Beside it, they are one round to the good. Obviously, winning that pistol, they do go ahead with a massive advantage now, especially on the T side. You pick up the start, you hope to get a couple on the board, and that's always a massive bonus because it's not really that much of a T side map, so at the very least, we've seen a lot of teams not doing too well just due to that. But Release seems to be heading up this charge. Let's pick it up with him, see what they fancy doing now. It looks as though it's the same kind of 3 outside, 2 inner, and then just splitting slowly and trying to work that pick. And Release letting go of that nade. Jake M and Weber putting in the work. Zed laying down some fire, but you can see the adaptation from TeamCRG Air already really stacking that ramp area, I do believe. Before we did just have Ben down here, but I do believe he has actual company now. So not so alone yet with Spud there, and Red Snakes are stacking rather heavily towards this ramp. So Release peering out, looking towards that upper bomb site. Can't see much though. Goes roaming. This must be confusing. He must be able to tell his teammates now. They're stacking ramp, guys. Watch yourselves. You could be walking some rather deep trouble. So where's that bomb? It is with Weber, and it is going down the upper bomb site. How will the CT side respond now? They've got to get themselves moving. Spud looking towards Crows. We expect the player laying in wait. Oh, there's a little bit of fire coming through and waiting on the teammates to come through, but oh, the fire's coming in. It's all fish123 at the moment, leaving only Drone and Red Snake alive. Drone coming through the outside area. Zed found his teammate and it's all on him. Very lonely times ahead as Release is laying down the fire. Oh, will he be able to get the frag? I don't think so. Yes, he does. Gets a lovely little headshot, but put to bed by Weber. And put out his misery in the second round of the board for fish123, only losing 2 members, and they're still gaining good rounds here. They're doing rather well so far, especially on the T side. Any round you can get is a big bonus here. You've got to keep going. There's no way you can stop at this moment.
Yeah, and again, they've got that fairly cheap buy. They've got more items and more weapons now than the guys over on CRG, but it's just enough to give them that advantage while saving plenty of money for these later rounds. They're going to be able to get those AKs, they're going to be able to get those orbs sooner, and it's going to be a big impact on this match when they do keep this round going. Looking to pick up this one most likely straight off the back of that pistol round. They should pick up the first early 3. When we saw in a couple of earlier games, the side that lost that pistol round, by the third round, they were buying big weapons. They were buying the AKs, they were buying their M4s. CRG opting to wait a little bit longer, stay on those pistols for now.
Yeah.
Make it count later on. We'll see whether that pays off for them. We did have some very tight games earlier on, so we will find out. It's just a little bit of wallbang going on, just trying to tag some people up. Ben has taken a fair bit of damage, but it's nothing to kill him just yet. Still MP7s, Goliles floating around this T side. We do start seeing him pushing in towards B ramp. That was a brilliant headshot coming out of Release. Has opened up B ramp side. Don't quite know how open it is yet, but they are slowly making their way in as a grouping. He's sitting on his block. Trusty pistol. Bomb is making his way down the ramp now in the hands of Zhang. Playing it very, very slow and steady though. It's got 45 seconds. So the clock is running down slowly but surely. They do need to start making their way onto A site. Make something happen pretty soon. B sites completely open up. There is no CT players here, especially as Jake starts taking out some more CTs from upstairs. Drone is the last one left. He is outside. Both bomb sites now completely under T control. Does pick up one frag. We've seen him do that before. Now though, can he pick up more? There's 2 guys coming around this corner. Picked up one. Picks up the second. Not quite. He's on 0 HP through the wall. He's dropped with a bullet to the head.
Indeed. This is what we expected to see start happening, but it's now time for Team CRG to step up to the plate, get those weapons beside them, and do some damage. This is their moment to switch things around. They should be able to start controlling the place from here on if this is an even game, which I'm assured it will be, because, well, it's basically the upper round. You know, these are the guys who fought all the way through, have barely let a second drop. They've been on throughout this whole tournament. So these guys now have to step up and find their response to this team. No one actually playing outside here as well, which is quite an interesting tactic, but the T side are going on an aggressive push here. Jake and Release no way onto this upper bomb side, but Weber has opened up with the shot onto Reason, replied by Spuds nevertheless. So the AWP being put to good use now. Oh, they're being worked away. Weber really denying any chance that the CT side had of making an impression this round. Now only Spuds, Ben and Drone are left standing. And not in the best of positions. Drone has to be able to get into this bomb site and do some sort of damage, or try and find a way around. It's not going to be easy. So into A we go. Not sure where he's going to look. Checking to the right, looking to the left, waiting for some backup. Spuds peers through. Ben not too far out as well. So well, he's worked out one. As Ben has found the other. So they're slowly working away this upper bomb site. They do have a time limit now. They've got to get going. And here we go. Keita's found one. Going back for the second. Oh, he's got the second with a great headshot, leaving it all into Ben's hands. Gonna have to put some work in with that. Or no, he's missed the money shot. Only got a pistol left. He's going to have to get the hell out of there. And here comes Release to dispatch him of his misery and get that 4th round on the board. And that is a big round for fish123. That's the first round the CT side had some weaponry beside them. So that is going to be a massive bonus to them. Yeah,
and they lost it straight up too. Ben got rid of that AWP after only having it for 1 round. And as a result, back down to pistols. It looks like another eco round from the lead. Guys over on CRG did not even buy anything. To see Release shooting that AWP straight into Keita's hands after the start of the round, swapping weapons about. But it is 4 rounds for fish123, looking to make it 5. Tags going down onto Release and Zed, but they are picking up 3 frags in the process. Ben, Reason and Redsing dropped. There is on return. Release is put down to sleep by Drone. Takes a pistol shot to the face. Drone pushing out a little bit further. Flashbang's coming down. Drone now behind 2 minutes. Drone is going huge. This is a hat trick. He's looking for the 4th. Keita's been tagged up, been pushed back out towards his spawn. Another T player, Weber, is off around the far side of the map. more shots fire out from Drone, taking no damage yet, but he's still looking to pick up that 4th frag. He can hear Webber, he knows he's around somewhere, he knows he's in there, and he's just waiting for him to show himself. He's actually up top side of the bomb site, walking all the way along the edges. If he drops down, he'll come onto the roof most likely. We'll see how he gets in from there. Other than that, Kettering just waiting off and out the far side. The bomb is down here, they know it. That's why all 4 players are surrounding this area. There's Webber on that roof. We can see him thanks to this lovely X-ray feature. Drone doesn't know yet. He's still watching, but he can hear movement. And there he's dropped down again. He's going to have a rough idea. Still unsure which way he's coming in. There we can hear the weapons. There's the smoke goes down. Now Webber's making his way through the door. Drone's going around. Doesn't quite pick up the kill. Nice reactions by Webber. Straight into the head. Stops Drone in his track. That would have been 4th kill. And brilliant orb shot from Kettering to end out the round.
Yeah, brutal shot there, nice and close range, even after being kind of put off his game a little bit by the aggressive play coming out. He still held his nerve. Great stuff. So, does retain that orb there. And going forward, fish123 really dominant now. Surely this is where TeamCRG find their reply, because they're a great team. They're phenomenal individuals as well, but it's not getting into the groove of things. They're getting a couple of frags here and there, but they're not making a big dent into what obviously the fish123 side are doing. So, Spuds now peers towards the outside area. Will be able to find any of the possible players laying in wait. Might move away from there a little bit early. Hopefully he finds another spot to keep an eye on it, because otherwise his team will be in trouble. Zed looking further forward. Spam coming through radio room. Nothing yet connecting. You can see the 2 players slowly making their way through the map. They are not rushing a single moment within this. Nothing about them is rushed or hap-handed. It's all carefully thought out and well rather planned. So Kettering looking towards Crows. Oh, he just caught a glimpse as the flash came in. Let a bullet fly, but not for too long. We do wait to see if Spuds can do anything here. We do have a couple of players down. It's actually Drone down there who's got the M4, trying to challenge the likes of Kettering and Cope. Keeping eyes on. They can't let him slip past, so they may go to that lower bomb site, and that's really awkward to get back, and that's exactly what they're doing. Jake has found his way down there now. He's just keeping the forces at bay, so at least just clearly spotting reason there. Not going to be able to do much with it though. Eastside needs to start moving now. Release has found the first. Nade flashes in, raring to go. Here we are. This is it. Here comes the push. Zed follows up onto Reason. It's all looking very good for the T side at the moment. But can they keep this up? Bomber's gone down. Jacob now just has to defend it with his dear life. You can see he's been challenged from just a centimetre behind, near onto his own teammate. These guys are really on edge, but I think these CT players will be going on save. It's a safe move right now. They need to be careful. They need to start thinking ahead. With this much of a deficit on the likes of CT on Nuke, not ideal.
No, as we mentioned time and time again, CT favoured map, and they're now down 6-0. They are trying to pick up a couple of extra frags while saving their weapons. Nicely done by Ben. He picks up 1, but he's got another challenge coming in now from Ramp. Can he pick it up? He gets dangerously close to this bomb site when it goes off. He might take a bit of damage. He does, but it's not enough to finish him off. Loses his weapon anyway. No. Jake knocks him down, but luckily he'd pick up that extra kill. He might just be able to afford a rebite. Doesn't look it, in fact. It's going to keep that pistol. There we go. Swapping around weapons with friends. So there's still some decent weapons on the CT side. They just need to put it to good use this time. They did lose a couple of important guys early on. Opened up that bomb site, allowed the bomb to go down, forced them to just back off and wait. They need to be the ones in control here. They need to get into these positions, lock down these bomb sites, and don't let the T side play the game they want to play. That's what's happening at the moment. We do just see fish123 sitting back, waiting for the opportunities they want, getting the picks they need, and then moving in without contest. CT side need to be the ones getting these picks. They're the ones that are being poked onto. They need to just land the shots.
Yeah, indeed they do. The slow gameplay, you can really tell which point in the tournament you're at now, because everything really does matter.
There we go. See Release poking his way around towards the A site. Smoke going in to the little shack. The guy on the roof, he has just dropped down, heads down into the vents. Just walking outside. Up the vents comes one CRG player through the doorway. Still have no idea who's here. Of course, his X-ray giving us a little bit more vision. Down into the vents goes Release. Shoots one out. Shoots the other side out. And he's on to B bomb site. Finds a CT player, sorry. Point blank range. Drops Drone. Zed finds Red. And suddenly, CT side are on the back foot again. They're yet to find a frag of their own. The T side looking dominant. Nice position from Ben. He sees 2 drop down, but he doesn't take a shot on either of them. Does drop 1 finally. Kita's down, but not before he could finish a orb shot onto Spuds. Carrying 2 members left for CT. Reason and Ben. They've got 3 to fight. Got the bomb man found 2. Reason nicely done, picking 2 up. Weber in release now. Weber still has the bomb. Can't look to make a play when he wants to. Ben's down on 15 HP though, not exactly healthy. Nicely down, Reason picking up lots of frags. Another kill down. Weber plants that bomb down in onto B site. 3 kills for Reason so far. Does nade down in onto the bomb site. Looking for that T-player. Weber with a phenomenal shot to Ben. But it's not enough as Reason comes around, pops him once in the head, and then goes for the defuse. First round on the board then for CRG, and it's a 4-man pickup for Reason.
Yeah, indeed, it was not a clean slate of a round there at all. They really did have to struggle with that, desperately, bless them. But nevertheless, they have won it, sloppy or not, they do have that round on the board, so that's all that really matters right now. But they do need to play catch-up. They are on the favoured side. They can't let this one slip. To be at this disadvantage already could be a huge problem, and that is not what you want. That's nowhere near what you want against guys like this. The calibre of likes of Release and obviously Weber and Jake, and these guys have been there, done it. They got the t-shirts and now looking to make it even more. Let's see who can open this one up. Reason heavily involved in this upper bomb site. He's down, just made into that lobby area. He does just touch on Weber, or maybe at least I think it was Weber. Now, slow gameplay will form. Fire being exchanged, nothing too much, so it's all very tentative. No one wants to commit, no one wants to push and kind of risk it. It's going to take someone to have to do it eventually. So, Release looking through towards that upper bomb site. Just waiting. Oh, another centimetre showing. Going to go for a little bit of spam through the wall. Does take a touch. Not enough. Let's find out where JKM is. He's got a real walkabout here. I'm surprised he gets so far considering the amount of players that are alive for the CT side. He really shouldn't be allowed to do this. There's too much freedom he's being given right now. So he is quite literally behind enemy lines. So, looking up towards Crows. Oh, comes around perfectly, unlocks that ramp area. That could have been trouble for his teammates. Taking down Ben, and now they push down towards that ramp. But will they expect the man who is waiting on this bomb site? That is the question. Likes a drone laying away. He's got one look at the second. He's going to spin around. Oh, he's got the tag, but not the frag. 2 now possible targets within those iron sights. Not today, says Release. Big no with that headshot there, leaving only Reason and Spud still alive. Reason just towards the outside, making his way back in from Hut. And Spud's on the way around. Oh, he's seen one. He's caught the gun out of Spud's. Now 2 more. 2 on 1 now. He's got a bit more pressure on him, but he's got to get moving fast. Time limit now to what he can do. Open up that door and let the smokes and flashes come through. He's going to have to bait this one out if he's going to do it. Oh, he shot after near on immediately touching that. He's basically giving away what he's doing. They don't need to peek, but they are. They're pushing right up towards him. Fire comes in, left, right, centre. Oh, and he's put down by Jake. Jake will claim that frag, taking the scoreline to 6-1. This is going extremely one-sided, considering what round of the tournament this is. 7-1 now.
7-1 on a CT favoured map for the T side. fish123 going to have massive smiles in their faces by the time this ends. They're going to go into that CT side knowing that they don't have to do near anything.
Yeah, that's a lot of worry off their shoulders, dear Lord.
Exactly. That being said, we still have a lot of time left in this half of the map. 15-round half still means that the CT side could pick up every round and come out on top if they so wished. Not looking to be the case though. Ben is the last man standing. Does pick up an AK off a dead body. Starts to move around trying to find these T players left standing. There are 3 of them up. Just inches away from spotting one. Does get one as he drops into vents. Looking for the next one. Doesn't find them both. Ben with a hat-trick to round off the end. And it is the second round for TRG. I mean, that's the 2 rounds they've won now. Reason picked up 4 frags, Ben picked up 3 frags in each round respectively. These rounds are being won by one guy making some clutch plays. They're not playing as a team. They're not locking this map down and stopping the T in the force in their tracks. That's what they should be doing. Oh, definitely. You can't just kind of depend on people to clutch you out of situations. You've got to be able to kind of handle it in the moment, which they're just definitely not doing. But let's see how they do now. 2 rounds on CT, not great in the slightest.
ping on X-ray, see what's going down behind that smoke and walls. Fire being put through. Oh, great shot from Spuds there, spanking Keita into the wall, saying not today, thank you very much for coming, Bernard, see you later there. Big advantage to the CT side now, reason Spuds, Ben, Drone and Wrist still alive. Not a lot of warping power beside the T players. So JKM release and Zed have to do something with Weber in tow. Not fancying that way, at least having to go and pick up that up there. Get it back into the kitty. See if we can put some good use.
Yeah, fishes and kitties.
Indeed, some interesting puns going out today, I can imagine. Really still looking for this frag. How are these guys playing so cautiously? It's unbelievable. Every step they take is carefully calculated. So JKM ready, Zed ready. Who else are we waiting for now? Well, Red Snake did find one as Release has gone down to the orb fire of Spuds, but JKM replying, but not for long. Spuds has found another. He's picking them apart right now until Zed could stop that bit of a spree, but can he find any more? Going to go for the bit of spray down, not going to manage to connect it in any way, shape or form. Oh, it's not going to happen. TeamCRG are back in the swing of things. They've got to kind of minimize that difference that is between them, but they don't have a great deal of time to do it at the moment.
No, they do pick up 2 rounds on the trot row. This is something we have not seen them done forever in this game. They are now 3 and 7. I mentioned before, they can still win every round in the series and come out on top in this half. It's going to be quite a monumental task if they want to, but it's possible. They're looking good to do it now. 2 rounds on the trot. fish123 looking a little bit shaky. Their slow, methodical approach from earlier on not quite working now. And we do see somewhat of an EQ round, in actual fact, coming out of the T side. They're all running around with pistols. Do see 2 drop for the first frags in the game. 3 release now with Weber left. Release dropping down very low. Weber is down. 8 HP left on Release, and he's got 3 to find. Does get the tags. No frags yet. Starts to see the CT side close in around him. One on the bomb site. Let's get the shot out. He picked up this M4 off their body, and down he goes for round number 4.
Indeed, and well, finally, the CT side are looking like they're getting back into things here. Seems to be working wonders. Let's see if we can get rid of that. There we go. Resume game. Lovely little overlay. I haven't actually seen anyone properly writing on the screen yet. Have you seen the function within CSGO? You can actually draw all the tactics out. I'd love to actually be able to use that, but these guys are playing so slowly, and then the burst just happens like near on immediately. There's nothing you can do with it. But hopefully these guys are going to slow down a bit and start working out as a team. And obviously, Code Red Gaming waking up here just a touch and getting back into things. So, nades coming out towards that upper bomb site. First frag does go to Zed. Oh, he's followed up perfectly. Hat-trick of frags for him. Swatting down the TeamCRG side and then back in their places. They had a good little run, but it's truly been halted in its tracks as Drone now is left in a world of trouble. Red Snake as well, both on the same bomb site, but can they find the T players? Oh, they're sneaking, they're being cautious, but you can see it now. Into the crosshairs we go. He's got one, not going to get the second. Weber's there, laying in wait, and now it's all on Red Snake. Just on his shoulders. Gonna peek up. Surrounded by absolute monsters of men currently. Weber does get put out of his misery. And now, let's see where he goes. 1v2. Where is that bomb as well? So who's carrying that is Keita actually. Trying to clear out those vents, but will he know who's laying in wait there? And the bomb is going down. Red Snake. He's got to do something, but that smoke's really not helping right now. He can't see anywhere. Peer through. Making enough noise. I think everyone knows where he is, but oh, it doesn't matter. He's got the first one to Zed. 1v1. He's got a bomb to defuse and not a lot of time to do it. He's got to get working. Clearing the corners. Not there. He's got an idea now. Will he hear the door go? Oh, the clock is ticking. He's drawing out the fire. Oh my god, he's caught his bluff, but it's not enough. Keita will claim that frag and take fish123 back onto that little pedestal that they kind of claimed there for just a touch. And going into these rounds, they need to keep this lead. This is an incredible start from them. T-side in the lead. TeamCRG started to bring it back, started getting that momentum again, but it's really faded now.
Yeah, they've got weapons back on this fish123 side as well. They had a couple of slight cheaper eco-y rounds. Don't need it anymore. Got those wins back on the board, got the bomb plants, got those kills. Looking to try and push home that advantage once more. Spuds has got his AWP out again, but he's just waiting to see that T-side push. It's not going to happen. They're going right around towards B ramp. All 5 of them with a very aggressive push down here. Do force Ben down and in onto the bomb site very quickly. He's going to have the rest of his team grouping up to support him soon, but he has to hold in for as long as he can first. All around the top of that ramp, swarming on it like flies to honey. And they're waiting. Waiting for that moment. They don't want to go storming down that ramp. It could be the end of them. One person with a good bit of machine gun plate or assault rifle could take them all down. So they're just waiting, just taking it slowly, using the smokes, using those flashbangs, making sure they do it as safe as possible. fish123. Early rush, get in, claims position, and then from there, slowly and surely push on through, swapping the bomb across. See the first couple coming down the ramp now. Ben's been watching this for a little while, hasn't seen any of them appear yet. There's the first one. Does dodge back at the last second. Flashbang goes out. Waiting for the next couple of T players to show themselves. One's down the bottom. Does get the tag, no frag. Another one comes in the window, drops him. Can't get the second one. Weber gets one, Kettering gets the next. We do see the rest now of CRG coming around behind the T squad with the bombs down, so it's all on them now to try and make this play. Spuds picking one up, Weber dropping the next Red Snake. Drone and Spuds, the last two members standing, they've got 3 to find. It's a 4 HP release in here somewhere, Kettering and Weber as well. Spuds getting tags down, Drone's down there too. Where are they going? Or are they opting to save weapons? It looks like saving weapons it is.
Definitely. With that AWP in the play there, I don't think he wants to particularly lose that in any way, shape or form. So when they push as such a collective. But Drone has found one, but to lose an AWP at this point, it just wouldn't be worth it. They're very strapped for cash. You can just look at their money, and they're not doing great. But obviously the rather flush for cash T side, who can happily buy back into these things. Couple of nights and guns thrown around. We do see Spuds retaining that AWP, taking it forward, but the rest of his team obviously not looking too great. So a lot can be pinned on Spuds here to kind of step up and make sure he locks it down and tries to deny anything that the T-side can bring. So let's have a little look here. See what he can do. See what the T-side have in store. They must know that AWP is still within his clutch. Maybe they're going to play against it. Maybe they're going to try and avoid where he might go. Spreading out. Not really committing anywhere. Release, looking through, trying to find anyone. A little bit jittery there. Peering through Squeaky. Oh god, he's been punished by that pistol work of Red Snake. Put him to the floor. That was a great, lovely bit of work. Zed now peeks round, looking towards radio. He's opened up. No, he hasn't. Ben, a big deny coming in. The CT side are very much alive. You cannot count these guys out. Weapons or not, the T players are being dropped. So, Jake, Kettering, and Weber still in it. Spuds finding Jake. It's only 2 now. Weber, let's find him. He's still outside with that bomb. Just keeping eyes on it. Babysitting away, but Kettring's not going to make the same mistakes as Jake. He's going to make sure he lands that shot. And here we go. Pushing forward. Will he spot him? Oh, great play from Kettering. And I think he's happy with that one too. So, Weber now edging closer, edging forwards. And they go, oh, Weber, clinical precision. Ben didn't stand a chance. And now it's all on the AWP man himself, the one who retained it. Was it worthwhile? Let's find out. He's missed the money shot, but Weber won't. And fish123 claiming back that lovely little position that they brought up on. And well, it's the last round of the first half here on the first map, which is Nuke. And well, this has been a rather curious game, hasn't it?
Yeah, Spuds, I kind of feel was a little bit too aggressive there. Like, he stood there looking at that doorway and waiting, and then as they got close, he decided to move forward again, making his aim go off. I mean, he could have just waited instead of a bit of patience. They'd run through the crosshairs. Instead,
you get jittery amongst others.
Exactly.
You know, they start doubting themselves and they make wrong choices.
And that one cost them around 4 to 10. Do see CT players getting picked off as this T rushed through the doorway. Should have been some easy kills there for Red Snake. He just couldn't land the shots that counted. So you see a couple of frags coming overboard early on for the T side. They're low health, but they're not dead themselves. 5 men up. Bomb has been planted. Ben was with Drone and Spuds, but now it's just Ben and Spuds looking to try and clean this up and get the bomb defused. Here's the last round of the half. They don't have to worry about saving weapons. Ben, however, is on his own now. There's 5 T players left to find. They know he's in here. They're spraying their way through. He finds one, doesn't find the second.
Not gonna happen.
Terrorists will take the round and the half, 11 to 4.
That is not a scoreline you'd be wanting to see if you were that CT side. If you were Team CRG right now, I would be shaking in my boots going, okay, yeah, you know what? We lost the pistol, that's fine. But we stop it immediately. We do not allow them to get a step in the right direction here. We've got to get this off and get it going right and get it straight away. And it just didn't happen for them. It's back to the drawing board on the half for them and really kind of work on what's been going on, because clearly I wouldn't be happy with it either. But nevertheless, the scoreline is 4 to 11. fish123 now have a lot to prove, just to keep this on, keep that pressure going. Don't let it stop for a second.
They have a pistol round now too, which will allow the possibility of CRG to gain the upper hand early on here. We'll see whether they can pull it off.
Oh, look at CRG. They're not moving a muscle, are they?
Waiting for that perfect moment. The bomb is heading towards B side in the clutches of Ben. edging around the corner very slowly. Step by step. Weber is over there. He's got his crosshairs on him without even knowing it.
It's wonderful that X-ray, isn't it?
Shady
How many
bugger.
times you look at a opponent with no idea.
Heading down the ramp. Got support now from his team. Drone is going to go out and check the bottom of this ramp. Is Weber even there? That's a very odd place to stand. Does just move a little bit. Ben, Drone, who's going around that corner? Keep an eye on Weber. There's 3 of them there. He finds one. Doesn't get the kill because not even get the second. Ben drops him. Spudlands there. Sport for choice. Didn't know where to aim. As a result, didn't hit any of them successfully. Release does drop down. Plant goes nowhere.
Jake.
Nice find by Jake, but he gets dropped for his troubles. Kater, the last man up. Bomb is in Red Snake's hands. They are on the A site.
Oh, but look at Crows. Look who's laying in wait.
As soon as he goes up that ladder, Reason's going to have him. Up he goes. Surely but surely. Nice try.
Today.
Red Snake actually got the kill from the lower side, so nice aim by him. But the first round goes to CRG again. Just like we saw before.
Indeed, this is going to be curious now to see how this one plays out, because TeamCRG need this, but you don't ever see it happen like this. You don't ever see the T-side really the one battling forward to lead the way here. But so far, that's exactly what we have seen. But TeamCRG will now have those weapons beside them and a lot more firepower and hopefully a little bit more confidence back with them, because after that first half, I'll be down in the dumps, but hopefully they can kind of pick themselves back up. And I want to see if there's a pistol strap maybe coming down from the fish123 side. It does seem as though it's a bit of a ramp push here. Might get held up in radio room for a while. The likes of Keter on the case. How long can they wait? That is the question here. Now Keter has to get out. Oh, he's being clipped in the back of the heels. Running desperately away from the absolute onslaught of the T side, who are now really taking control of this whole ramp area. Release looking still to make the rotate. Keter having to reposition. And the CT side really want to make the massive commitment that is to go down to that lower bomb side, but I do believe that's where some of the T players are. Red Snake trying back with the bomb, waiting for that pick, waiting for them to open up one side. They don't want to go too early. Look at this very slow play. How slow can you play it?
You can play it even slower, I think, if you really gave him the option.
Yeah, give them longer time. I'm sure they'd wait it all the way out. But look how close these two are. Here comes the push. Reason leads the charge, but Release was ready. Gets one, but not the second. Here comes Red Snake, and again, down and out. These boys are trying to do it the best they can, but TeamCRG are still alive and kicking, and it's all on Keter, the man who's initially under pressure, but somehow got out of it.
Gone back. Still only got the 71 health that he had before when he got those shots to the heels. On top of Crows, there's a player up there. He knows it is. He saw the nades come. Heard him pick up a weapon. Gonna toy with the idea of going up this ladder. It's only 22% health on this guy. Goes up slowly. Takes a lot of shots, has to jump straight off. Still didn't actually lose any health, but he needs to find a new way in. The bomb is down. He's got to try and make something happen here. He's got no weapon to lose. He might as well go for it. Try and pick up a frag or something. Does see one player. Takes a big shot to the face. And ultimately, that's game over. Round CRG.
Yep.
And a good start for the T side. So seemingly these two teams don't seem to realise this is a CT favoured map and have opted to just completely swap it out.
Exactly, they ignore us. They do not care one bit. But obviously that slow kind of play, they're really controlling the pace here on the T side. They're not going to anyone else's pace or tune than their own. They want to play slowly, they want to bide their time and then explode on site. That's what they're going to do. And that's what we've been seeing. And it's what really has been shaking up fish123. They can't find their response right now. They're trying, but it's just not happening. So, let's have a little spin across to the CT players, see where the T side are going to be going. Oh, look at the boost coming out here. That could work really well if they do it in just enough time. Oh, Jake and Weber just bouncing on each other's heads. But you can see where the T players are, so if this does pay off, this could go really well for the CT side. Release just prowling around by Hunt. You can see him with that X-ray function on. Red Snake laying down the fire, keeping them at arm's length. Oh, is he going to get up there? I don't know if he is. There we go, finally gets up. Just in the nick of time, it seems. And I think I'm going to have to watch Weber here now. He is boosted up rather nicely. You can see him just edging close towards the ramp room. The T side are going in a world of trouble if Weber just peeks out at the right time now. Lets one pass. Oh my God, Weber! Do not mess this up. Oh no, he was pinned in a corner. It was just not going to go his way. And dispatched off. Indeed, that was a questionable choice to say the least.
Using
No, we're not going there.
No.
But CT side now have to find a way back in. A couple of frags would be great. Deny a couple of weapons going forward. Even better, just to get that money away from them. Don't see much though. those T players. Where's that bomb going? Here we are. Still waiting in lobby. Look at this time play. They're really running down that clock. 35 seconds on the board, and only one player's died. This is really a time game, and here's that burst we were talking about. Reason is leaving a charge once again, and well, Release didn't learn this time, but here we go. Maybe a couple of them have it. Zed all the way, but not long enough. And Spud and Ben will just once again claim this round, and this is a real change of pace. When was the T side on Nuke this strong? Obviously, it has evened out since the likes of 1.6 and CSS, but to this extent, I haven't seen it. But we've got a big round coming in with some weapons here for you.
Yep, lots of weapons here for fish123. M4s and an AWP on the board. Same can't really be said for CRG. They had a couple of Galils and things in there, mixing things up, going a little bit cheaper despite the fact they have won the last 3 rounds on the trot. Why not? The AKs, there's their own AWP. Very even weapons on both sides. Ben, first one down, dropped as soon as he peeked around that corner. To see Weber down in the end of that ramp and kill on the board. Taken down a little bit low, did manage to avoid that nade, didn't take too much damage from this. But CRG now moving through the lower side of B site, through these tunnels. There's a guy in the vents, they don't know it yet. He's gone up towards the A site via the little ladders. And that's safe to go in here. Bomb is with Spuds though, and that's up top side. Into the vents. Keeping an eye on the B site. Nothing broken yet, doesn't want to give himself away. Up onto A side, it's looking up on the good at the top. Can't find it. Zed gets the first kill. Spud's now dropped down. He had the bomb, so it's on the floor in the A bomb site. fish123, Release finds another one. He's found 2 so far, but he can't get that third. Reason drops him. Jake looking down the bottom of those vents to try and put a stop to this plant. Reason, the last man standing, as we said, does have the bomb now. He's picked it up off of his dead teammate Spuds. 2 CTs to find. Going straight down the vents, and he's found. Can he turn around and get the kill? Not quite. Jake made hard work of it, but ultimately kills a kill. And there is an AWP pickup for Weber. Nice little bit of free money.
Yeah, indeed, and they needed that. That was the break in the kind of punishment that fish123 have been receiving for the last couple of rounds, and hopefully we'll get them back onto the pace that they've been kind of enjoying so far. So 12-7 is the scoreline, guys. fish123 are obviously in charge still after that rather dominant T side that we were treated to, and that has left TeamCRG on a little bit of a disappointing kind of amount of money right now. I think they're on that bit of eco. They're going to try and do some damage, do some sort of worth with it. I'm not going to get too far, I can imagine. Generally, these are kind of thrown to the wayside, but you can't do it in games like this. Everything matters in moments like this. Red Snake comes charging in, followed up by Spuds, but it's Zed. Zed cleaning house right now. 1-2 frags, makes it through with Jake in tow. Release as well. It's all on drone. Where is he? Well, he's hanging back. He's carrying the corner. I do not blame him one bit. I wouldn't fancy walking into the lion's den coated in bacon, is what it seems like. I've never seen anything seem more tempting to the CT players. It's now 5 still stand.
Bacon.
Big fan of bacon. Everyone likes bacon. But I don't know what Drone can really do. He doesn't have a gun to save. He needs to just kind of do something, find a pick. Anyway, deny a gun, maybe get one back. He's got to find some way around it. That was attractive.
That was really attractive.
Gamers. That's why we like having these little cameras running around the event. You get to see beautiful things like that. So now Drone still 1v5. Pistol to hand. He's trying to find that angle. Oh, he's found it, but it's not the one he wanted. Weber is locking that down like there's no tomorrow. Picks up the headshot and gets another round on the board for fish123. Back in the driving team, it seems 7-13. Cannot speak at the moment. That would have been a big scoreline, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they got 17. We haven't ended the map yet. Look at
that's
that.
Carrying on all the way through.
13-7. fish123 only have 3 more rounds to find, and there are 9 more to go in which they could do just that. They are starting out with Keita. They can push down towards the outside using this AWP to find a whole lot of no one, because they're not going that way. Do you see? CRG staying inside, watching the end of that B ramp, as we've seen them do time and time again, but very slow. Get around that and wait for a while. Now we see Reason and Red Snake making their way around the outside, where the AWP has already left, down through these stairs, in towards the lower B side tunnels. They are alone here for now. No one here for the CT squad either. They're all down the other end, watching the ramp, watching the entrances on the other end of the map. There's Jake. We can see him using the X-ray. Fish now is going to be watching through that window once he reaches it. Red Snake's approaching it now. Jake comes out that door. He's got to be very careful, but he doesn't know that. He does now. He saw the shot come through the window. Oh, couldn't quite land that. It's going to put him on the back foot, giving away his position. There's the shots coming out. He's got that famous. He's fighting against an AK. Another flash. Doesn't use it. There we go. Flash goes out. Hides around the corner. It goes off. It gets dropped from the floor.
Wow.
Nice shot, Red Snake. And that is 2 dead members of the CT side. Jake and Webber down. Ben has been dropped in return. Cater's trying to land a couple of warp shots. Let's go for to make it a bit better, but a nice shot from Spuds. He's got the bomb. He's going to go straight in onto that site now that he's got that frag. Can go and get that plant down. Forces the CT side to be aggressive. Zed in the vent has a guy right next to him. Throws that flashbang out. Throws the second one, but he gets dropped from behind by Reason anyway. It's now all on release. Here's that AK pickup. Flash goes through. Beautiful shot onto Drone. Bomb is still down though. He's got to get in there. No, it's not completely lined. Reason just picked it up. Now he's going in. Now the bomb starts to home it out, but he can't get in time. Can't in time. Firing off onto release, and it's a 4-man pickup. Another lovely headshot for release to bring them to 14 total rounds. fish123 starting to get their stride again on this CT side. Starting to feel a little bit more comfortable, and they only have to find 2 more.
Yeah, indeed. Definitely warming up now. I like that bit of play. It was quite dangerous, though. It's not like the T players aren't challenging. You can see that they're getting really in their faces, making them play the A game here, because these are both really good established players and teams. So let's have a little look here, see where they're deciding to go this time. Drone dropping out flashes and nades, and not on a great bit of a bike, other than the lighter weapons, whereas the CTs are pretty flush for it at the moment. Really challenging release, letting some bullets fly. Here comes the wait. This is the thing, they try and offset the time. They went quite quickly before, opened up fairly quickly, but now maybe they're going to slow things down, but not for a second. Tell a lie. Here we go, straight out of a bomb site. Release is waiting, but will he find any time? Literally coated in smoke. Only Keita's found the frag so far, but Release finally wakes up, but it's all going fish123's way already. CRG trying to claw it back. They have infiltrated the site, but for how long? Where is Reason? That is a big question. He's still up there right in the mess of things, but it's not the ideal place to be. Looking around, they don't have that bomb. It was dropped. So let's see if any of these guys know that yet. JChem definitely knows where that bomb is. That is well in the hands of the CT side, and that's just not going anywhere. I think even Webber's looking at it through the floor, and I'm saying, yeah, he can snip up if there's any issues. Ben is trying to challenge it. Going to peer through. JChem just backs off a touch, allows Ben to get it because they know they've got the advantage here. If he does try and go for that plant, that's exactly what he's doing. Keita's not actually bothering to get in there now. Playing for the later retake, it seems. Webber, JChem, and Keita still to go. Ben looking around. Keita's found the first onto a Reason, and there we have it. Waited for the retake, played cool, calm and collected, didn't rush it, didn't go for the early kind of start. But well, we've got time to play with here. Let's play it all the way out.
Yeah, so fish123 have the safety of a tie-break situation confirmed. All they've got to do is find this last round, though, and they will take the first map in this best of 3 before we move along.
Yep.
Can they do it? They're on that CT side. They finally figured out how to win this supposedly favoured position. Got a fair bit of cash on them too, spreading that around, giving all the weapons to the guys that need it. And there's no money whatsoever on that T side. They are very poor, but they do have some decent weapons still. Not that many grenades though. Gonna have to make them count. I'll see him push around outside just about. Keita waiting for one, does get the kill onto Ben. There's another one there, but I don't think he's gonna poke his head out anytime soon. Not now that he knows Keita's watching. Flash comes out, Keita's blinded, now he makes a move. Oh, Webber got a headshot, but yeah. Thought Keita landed a cracker of a shot. He had actually hit Reason, but it was only taking him down to 13 HP instead of a kill. Now, we watch. They go through the underside of the map. Keita has gone around to greet them with that orb again. But they're just waiting, watching the tunnels, biding their time. They got 1 minute 10 seconds before that bomb has to go down. Can let them poke a little bit. Poke is what they do though, and Jake does so, finding Red Snake, dropping him down, leaving Reason and Spuds the last 2 men up. Spuds has that bomb and 100 HP. Reason not so healthy. Both in the vents now. Noise has been made. They're down here. Jake looking down from girders. Does manage to get a beautiful shot straight onto Reason's noggin. Spud has to reveal himself to open up that entrance. Flashes upstairs. Drops straight down onto B-bomb site. Going to start to punch in those numbers. Bomb goes down, but down through the vents come the CT side. One through either side. He's going to be very, very covered. Finds one, can't find the next. And that will be the round for fish123. Good half, or good game, so to speak, as they call that map over.
Yep.
And we see switch to next map coming very soon.
Indeed. So we're just going to go to a quick break here, as these guys will probably do the exact same thing. Have a smoke, have a drink, maybe have a little toilet break, and we'll be back just momentarily to see what is going to be happening just after this break. Do stick around, guys.